Hi, my name is Manuel.
And I'm Michael.
And we live here in beautiful Point Loma. To the east, we actually have peak views of downtown San Diego.
And to the west, we have views of the ocean.
And this is actually our beautiful home that we purchased in June of this year.
Just a couple months ago.
However, we need help with the big lot and the big property.
As you can see,
we have a dirt road that leads to the front of our house. And come on in, we'll show you.
A fence that doesn't match the house or the style.
The first issue is no formal entry to the house. There's uneven bricks and pavers that were here from quite some time. And we have a huge front yard that's just grass and dirt. We have wild parrots that are running at the area as well, so there are neighbors.
And there's no formal entrance into the house itself, as you can see. And as you can see here, there's this beautiful specimen of a 100-year-old fig tree. And this is our upper lot, and then we also have a lower lot because we're on a slope, and we'll take you around to see it.
Right this way.
Okay. So this is our upper lot, and we'll take you now to the lower lot. We're on a slope, so there's the backyard is on a lower level. And in this, I'm not quite sure what this is. Our neighbors tell us that it used to be a beautiful fountain, but it's hard to kind of make out how that was.
We're trying to picture that. And then this area is a really cool area too because it's part of our front yard, and it has magnificent views of the ocean. It would be a beautiful meditative space. However, we're not quite sure what to do with it because of all the dirt and the unlevel grounds. And it leads us to our backyard,
which is down here. There's potential here, I think, for some kind of decorative space. Big, wide space. Not sure what to do with this side. So one more interesting thing to show you if you'll come this way is to invite you to see our front yard from the backyard and how the tree can be showcased. And the fencing can also be part of the decorative appeal.
One of the things that we did was we cut all the brush away to make sure that we could actually see the tree and enjoy the tree from the bottom lot. Neighbor Randy. Randy, I'd like to ask you some questions. How long have you been in this neighborhood?
I've lived here 20 years.
And what do you think of our landscaping?
Horrible. It's falling apart. The fence, the yard's uneven.
Leslie over here. Leslie's actually a wonderful neighbor, and they welcomed us into this neighborhood. And our home is actually in the backyard, so we share the back property fence. So I'd like to ask you, how long have you been here in this area?
I have been here for 5 years now.
And what is your opinion of this neighborhood?
The neighborhood's fantastic. I like living here a lot.
That's great. We do too. We just moved in, so we've enjoyed the company and great spirit here. How about our front yard? What's your opinion of our front yard?
Your front yard is sad. It is a sad, sad yard.
Can you describe it? Like what?
Yes, it goes through 2 seasons.
Okay. Here are additional neighbors that we'd like to introduce, Roberta and Eddie. And how long have you both lived here in this neighborhood?
We have lived in the neighborhood for over 30 years and have been in this house for 28 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, just a long time.
I bet you've seen a lot of change in this neighborhood.
You know, happily, we haven't seen a lot of change. It's a very stable neighborhood, which is one of the reasons we're so delighted that you've bought this house over here, so maybe finally someone is living there who will actually care for it.
So since we've been here about 3 months, why don't you tell us about your opinion about our home, our landscaping?
Well, it's looking better already, I have to say. It has been covered with weeds and sadly neglected for years now. And in the past few years, it's gotten worse and worse.
How long have you both been in this neighborhood?
22 years.
And how do you like it here
Counting.
so far?
We like it. We love it. It's a beautiful neighborhood, great view, except for one thing.
Which is what?
Well, we have a little bit of a problem next door. Our nearest neighbor, or neighbors for over 22 years, have had a less than appropriate appearance physically in the yard and everything else in as far as the rest of the neighborhood goes. It's a pretty nice neighborhood, and unfortunately the upkeep in that neighborhood for the time we've been here, 22 years, has been less than desirable.
And would that happen to be my house?
That happens to be now. Okay, the good thing is now it's your house,
Right.
know, and so that's the good news.
So Jill, what do you think about that front yard?
Well, it has been a mess for many, many years. There's a lot of critters that live in there, and they like to invade our house. And the property tax is ridiculous. And for us anyway, and for us to look at an eyesore, it's not that nice.
And have you had...
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm here interviewing our neighbors, our new neighbors, Ed and Kate, about our new property. And we're specifically interested in what they think about the front yard.
Well, first of all, I guess what we want to tell you is that we've been watching this property for 15 years, and we're a little upset that they got it over us, but they're much more savvy in the business world than we are. So they're a couple houses up from us and across the street, and the property is historic. It is a blank canvas that needs someone to draw on it and make it into the potential that it can be.
And how would you describe it now?
It's a piece of, it needs a lot of work. It's got a lot of dirt. It's got a lot of trees. It's, you know, it was built a turn of the century and doesn't seem like much changed.